begin today's topic. Today we're going to talk about the appositions that are found in three different ways. The appositions are usually found in three different categories. They are attribution, equivalence and inclusion. So let's take a look at what these terms mean in apposition. Let's take a look at this sentence. Albert Einstein, the inventor of the relativity theory, won the Nobel Prize. So the first apposition here is Albert Einstein, the name itself, because you've got Albert, it's a proper noun, and then Einstein is another proper noun, and hence the nouns are an apposition. And the next apposition is a noun phrase. It is the inventor of the relativity theory. The whole sentence can be considered to be a noun phrase, and they are in apposition. If you take the first apposition, which is Albert Einstein, and if I were to use an equal sign, inventor of the relativity theory, it means the first apposition is equal to the second apposition. When the appositions are equal, you can say that they are in a state of equivalence. So here, even if you say the inventor of the relativity theory, it would mean Albert Einstein. And therefore, this sentence is an example of equivalence. Next sentence is Albert Einstein, an influential physicist, discovered gravity. An influential physicist is the second part that comes between commas, and here you find that we are describing about a quality of Isaac Newton. When the apposition is followed by another apposition that describes about the quality of the first apposition, then you can say that this sentence is an example of attribution. Among the awardees of physicist, Albert Einstein was also present. So in this sentence, you find that the first part of the sentence includes the meaning of the second part of the sentence, which is the apposition Albert Einstein. So we know that from the first part of the sentence, the meaning is included. You can say that this apposition is in a state of inclusion. The whale, the largest mammal, lives in the ocean. The housemaid, an honest worker, keeps the house tidy. One of the greatest waterfalls, the Niagara Falls, attracts the most number of tourists each year. Now in these three sentences, we are going to find out about each of the sentences, whether they are in equivalence, attribution or inclusion. So the first sentence talks about the whale, the largest mammal, lives in the ocean. So we find that the first apposition, which is the whale, and the second apposition, we find that both the first and the second part are in a state of equivalence. Even if I just mention the largest mammal, you would say that it's the whale. So the first sentence is in a state of equivalence. The housemaid, an honest worker, keeps the house tidy. So over here, we are talking about the quality of the housemaid, which means when we are speaking about the quality of an apposition, it means that it's in a state of attribution. One of the greatest waterfalls, the Niagara Falls, attracts the most number of tourists. Over here we find that the first part of the sentence we have the meaning included of the second apposition, which is the Niagara Falls. In the first part of the sentence, we have mentioned that it is one of the greatest waterfalls. It is one of the greatest waterfalls, and hence the meaning of the second apposition is included in the first. So that's it about the different types of appositions.